Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Geeky Leaks podcast. I am Liam.
And I'm Josh.
And this week has been crazy.
There's a little bit of stuff this week.
There's a lot of stuff this week. There's a couple extra things we added in. We actually didn't really have that many articles at first, but there's a lot to talk about.
Yep.
So, let's just go.
I guess this is kind of combined too, so we'll...
Yeah, these first three are going to be kind of combined. They're all related, but...
Yep.
But yeah.
Stuff.
So, in case you guys are living under a rock this week, apparently Intel and AMD are working together.
What?
Yeah, I know. I can't even compare. This is like what is it? What's Superman's arch nemesis? It's like Batman. This is like Batman working with the Joker.
It's like it's Zod or Kryptonite.
Or yeah,
Kryptonite's his worst thing.
Well, that's
whatever.
the saying, but yeah, this is like Batman working with the Joker or Penguin or some shit.
Yeah, exactly.
This is crazy. So, Intel and AMD are working together to make. Well, they're not necessarily making anything new in that they're not developing any new technologies for this, but they're combining technologies. So there's a picture of it here, but I'm actually going to skip to the next article to show you guys a real picture.
It doesn't really give you an idea of size in that picture.
Yeah, so this is the real picture. Those are SODIMMs, like laptop memory next to it.
Yeah.
But what you're looking at is on the left-hand side right here, this is an Intel Kaby Lake CPU, probably quad-core. Mm-hmm. And on the right, this is an AMD Radeon graphics solution with Vega CUs. Mm-hmm. And this is HBM2.
So...
And you'll notice the big thing with this is it's not on the same die, but it's all on the same package.
Yeah.
Which is really crazy.
So it's a one-chip installation type deal.
Pretty much, yeah. So basically you solder this onto a board, and you've got your graphics memory, your graphics, and your CPU all in one.
Yep.
And you still have your integrated graphics from the CPU. Mm-hmm. So everything is all still there. This is crazy.
Yeah.
Like
we were talking about, this could be Nux.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this stuff is small. You don't really get an idea for the size of it, but man, this thing is small.
If you've ever opened up a laptop, again, this thing here is smaller than a stick of memory in a laptop, and you've got a graphics card, a CPU,
yeah, true,
and the video card memory.
Yeah, really, because if you took a SODIMM out right there and you laid it beside it, I bet you it's about the same size.
Yeah, if anything, it looks like it might even be a bit shorter.
It looks like it's a little bit shorter lengthwise, but maybe a little bit taller.
Yeah.
So
it's not very big at all, and then you've got power delivery for the CPU and GPU obviously all around it here.
I wonder how the cooler works, so I can see the cooler mounting holes. So I wonder if it's a weird, or it's just a flat.
What I'm
heatsink, I guess.
It's probably a blower style, like they used to do in some of the older desktops, where it sits down and you've got a blower style fan that exhausts air out one direction.
Right.
But basically, heatsink sits kind of it's almost it doesn't blow air. Probably doesn't blow air down. It might suck air up.
Yeah.
And then up and out.
Yep. And then usually they'll put a shroud around it or something in the old days.
Or I could also see them doing something where maybe not on you do something where, because you see there's the ins and outs on this far side.
Yep.
If you put a heatsink on it and you had a fan in the front or the back and it just blew air all the way across the thing, so you could have a bigger heatsink.
So you could put a big essentially
a server style heatsink.
Essentially a passive heatsink if you wanted, maybe.
Exactly. Yeah. And then you just put a fan in the front or the back of the NUC or something.
I guess speaking of that, if I don't know if it can do passive heatsinks, but I'm curious what the temps would be on it. Yeah,
and that's the thing we don't know. If it's a Kaby Lake CPU, it's probably. I mean, actually, that's the thing is with the Kaby Lake stuff. There's 15-watt quad cores. So we really don't know what the CPU is looking at. We do know that there's been some apparently leaks for the specs for the GPU side, which is 24 compute units for Vega, so 1536 stream processors. For some frame of reference, a RX 570 has 2048, so you're about a quarter less than an RX 570.
Which is already pretty ridiculous.
But we don't know.
For something the size of a SODIMM.
Yeah.
That's pretty insane.
It's not bad, and it operates apparently between 1 and 1.2 gigs. So
okay, so it's kind of slow.
It's a little slower, but
I mean that's kind of normal for a NUC style thing.
Yeah.
Usually not higher clocked or anything.
And I mean, again, just this, considering how small this is,
Yeah.
Not okay, this isn't a NUC, sure. What about a nice thin laptop?
Yep, and that's basically I think that's what they're telling in the bottom of this article here. Sorry, what they're saying in the bottom of the article.
Yeah.
They're basically they're adding the capability of having discrete graphics and decent performance for AAA titles within a super thin and light PC.
Yeah.
Whether that's a laptop or anything. I mean, if it's talking thin and light, then it's
probably a laptop.
It kind of has to be, or an ultrabook or something.
But yeah, so this is pretty crazy, guys.
It says
Stay
right,
tuned. I'm following this like a hawk.
says right at the bottom, if successful, the partnership will certainly put Nvidia in a precarious spot, which is definitely true.
Yes.
So,
Speaking of a precarious spot,
yep.
this next one related. So if you guys were following AMD at all, Raja Koduri, the chief architect for RTG Rating Technologies Group, went on sabbatical about month and a half ago. About a month and a half ago, roughly. 40 days into his sabbatical, he announced he would be leaving AMD.
Mm-hmm.
About a day after that, AMD and Intel announced this partnership.
Which is crazy.
And then about a day after that, he was hired by Intel, or announced that he was hired by Intel.
Intel's like, hey, by the way, we got Raja.
Yeah. Apparently, like, he's hired again as a chief architect.
Makes sense.
And this is getting into more rumor here. We don't know for sure, but apparently it might be for discrete GPU development. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys, Intel might be doing discrete GPUs.
Now, if any
Holy shit.
If and you guys have been following tech for a while, the name Larrabee might mean something to you, which I don't know if that means anything
I
to you
think
or
I've
not.
heard that, but I don't remember.
So Larrabee was supposed to be Intel's discrete GPU to combat Nvidia,
Right.
like 10 years ago almost.
Okay, it wasn't what I was thinking, but
So what Larrabee was supposed to be Intel designing discrete GPUs to get into that market,
Right.
to combat Nvidia because Nvidia was dominating, which they still are.
Yeah.
But what ended up happening was not discrete GPUs.
okay.
What ended up happening was ZNFi.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So because what they were trying to do was they were trying to design discrete GPUs with x86 cores.
And then wow, that seems weird.
Yes, it does seem weird. So it didn't really work out. But now we have ZNFi, or Phi.
Phi. Yeah, I think it's Phi, isn't it?
I think so.
I don't know. Whatever.
But yeah, now we have those where you still have a bunch of x86 cores just at a really low clock speed.
Yep.
But, you know, you can get them in an add-in card, slap them in, and use them for compute.
Yep.
So that's what we ended up getting from it. But now with Raja at Intel, and especially with this new AMD deal where I'm assuming there's some more cross-licensing going on, who the hell knows what's going to come of this?
Yeah, really.
Like, this is...
I just realized too, and I totally forgot about this, that Raja used to work for Apple.
Yep.
And then he went to AMD. And now he's going Intel.
Yep.
Damn, this guy's in the most demand guy. Like,
Dude, this guy's a baller.
this guy's the guy for Silicon Valley right now. Like,
Yep.
Jeez.
Well,
Started
him,
off-
and
start-
like Jim... I think the guy's Jim Keller.
Apple wouldn't have Retina displays if it wasn't for this guy.
Dude,
What?
Raja's a beast.
That's craziness.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, yeah.
amazing.
Raja's awesome, man. So it'll be really interesting to see what he does at Intel. It's just so out of the blue. This is all so weird.
Says he'll start at Intel in early December.
I'll tell you what. 2018 CES and Computex are gonna be
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that.
No kidding, actually.
Because we got all this happening with Intel and AMD, and actually, ironically speaking of Nvidia, but before we get to the next article, you know, Volta next year too.
Yeah.
So
next year CES and
Oof.
Computex and PAX and all that.
Yeah.
It's going to be awesome.
So, but speaking of Nvidia, you know, they got the Titan XP Star Wars edition, which is
I liked the initial promo photo that they showed for it.
yeah,
It was like the two cards back to back, and then it was like the hilt of a lightsaber.
Yeah.
I thought that was really cool.
that was cool.
I mean, this is obviously a super niche thing. It's just a branded Titan.
So there's a couple. Like, there's the one thing that I thought was funny about this, which is kind of cool. Like, so, let's say you want one of these, right? Obviously, unless you're like, you know, you got like bank and you don't care. And if you already have a Titan XP, obviously there's no performance to be had
Exactly.
here. But the funny thing is, so obviously, or I would assume that they have to pay some sort of licensing or something to get the Star Wars.
100%.
These are the same price as the original Titan X.
Really?
Yep, $1,200 US.
So they didn't charge any more for it?
Nope. And I think that speaks.
I bet you
I
it's.
think that speaks wonders to the margins Nvidia makes on those products.
I bet you it's not so much a cost thing that happened between Nvidia and LucasArts or Lucasfilms or Disney. It was probably more a marketing thing, like, hey, do you want to team with us, do this thing, help us market Star Wars, and you guys can print this limited edition GPU?
Oh,
It was it probably wasn't more like pay them money. You think?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Really?
Dude, it's Disney and Lucasfilm.
Well, LucasArts doesn't own them anymore.
Okay, it's Disney.
It's Disney.
It's Disney then.
Yeah,
100%.
but I just feel like
Disney's taking a cut of this. I 100% guarantee it.
yeah.
I guarantee it. There's no way they're not. There's no way Disney's going to be like, yeah, you can totally use the Star Wars name and sell GPUs and not give us money.
True.
There's
Especially
no-
because they're using
Yeah, there's no way. Disney's taken X number of percent from this. I don't know if it's a lot or little.
It's probably not a whole lot.
No, it's probably not much.
Because like all they're doing is just allowing them to use the name.
But all I'm saying is that these are selling for the same price as the original Titans.
So yeah, the margins are obviously good.
And they're losing a bit because they're definitely giving Disney something. So just, it speaks to the margins they make on a Titan X card.
This also is a limited edition thing, right? Like they're not printing this for very long.
No, this is limited. They didn't say how many, but it's limited one per customer, and it's literally one per customer that like pick one.
Yeah, like you can only get one side.
Like red or green, you pick one, that's it.
Yeah.
You can't even order two for SLI.
Empire for the win.
Oh shit. but yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Beautiful cards, really nice packaging.
Yep.
I love the backplate. The backplate is
yeah, that's sweet.
That is cool. Don't get me wrong, but
not worth well, I guess it's not a bit different.
If you didn't have a Titan X already and you were like looking at one,
this would be cool.
And you're a Star Wars fan, well, sweet.
Like hell yeah.
And the other thing that I want to talk about this quickly too is, I think this is another kind of thing to say that we are definitely not seeing Volta until GDC in May. Like if they're just releasing this now,
they're just gonna milk
Pascal's staying around for a while.
Yeah.
And why wouldn't it? Because I mean the Vega 64, barely competes with 1080 Ti. Or sorry, 1080, not 1080 Ti.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway. Still kind of cool, but yeah. Moving on. So Backblaze.
More Backblaze.
Yeah, I love Backblaze, man.
Same, man.
Freaking awesome.
8 terabytes are just skyrocketing. I guess it's their first time that they've actually had some testing data.
Yep. They added in some 10 terabyte and 12 terabyte drives as well.
Yeah, I think the last time we went over Backblaze, they had a little bit more stuff, but I think it was their year end at the time.
Yeah.
So we're probably gonna get another one of those soon, I imagine.
Yep.
But
so they show like hard drive count by size here in the charts. It's mostly 4 terabyte drives. We can see 8 terabyte drives. Just they added a whole bunch.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. They don't have any 2 terabyte drives anymore, and they barely have any 3 terabyte drives.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, their 3 terabyte drives are basically dying out.
Yeah.
So they're going for 6 and higher.
Yeah. Well, they got a bunch of 4s.
Oh yeah, true.
4s
like
their
4 and
lowest
higher.
then. Yeah. And they got a little bit of 3s left, but
I think 4. They probably have so many of them because they were the biggest thing for the longest time, right?
Yeah, and you know what? 4s are still a really good bang for buck just for storage. So
yeah. 8 terabytes are looking good though. Like I think at first they were, kind of plagued with a little bit of issues, but now they're looking good.
Yeah. If you want all the full details on the Backblaze thing, there's a link in the article.
That's a crazy photo.
Yeah, I know.
Holy jeez.
But you can go look at the article and get all the full details. But surprise, surprise. Enterprise drives aren't really all they're kind of cut out to be.
Yeah, true.
As we've already known for a while.
Which is funny.
But that's it. We actually got quite a few gaming things this week.
Yeah.
So we're going to jump over into that.
Fun stuff.
There's been some weird stuff with gaming too. So
yep.
EA, which last week we talked about them ditching Visceral Games and shutting them down, which boo, I'm going to say again.
Yep.
This week, they're bought Respawn Entertainment, which is weird.
So, I feel like it was obviously an EA published game anyway.
Yes.
But
in case you don't know, Respawn makes Titanfall.
Yeah.
Among other games, but Titanfall is their biggest one now.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they bought Respawn for $150 million or $151 million in cash and $164 million in long-term equity, which is basically apparently going to be stocks that are distributed over.
They're probably just going to basically give them stock, give all the employees stock.
Yeah.
And then here you own stock of EA now.
Yep.
Which is going to make them money, obviously.
Yep, exactly. Oh yeah, that's right. They're also working on the other Star Wars game. I forgot about
that. Like the new Battlefront?
No.
Or there's another one?
There's another Star Wars game that they're working on.
Okay, interesting.
It was announced apparently mid-May last year.
I'll have to look into
that. Guys,
I'm
sorry. I don't follow a lot of Star Wars stuff, okay? Give me flack.
I'm surprised I missed that.
But, yeah. So, it's just interesting. They're working on a new Titanfall game and apparently a Titanfall VR experience as well.
That'll be interesting.
Which could
that
be
would
cool.
be kind of cool, like getting a mech suit.
Dude, yeah, I was going to say, if I could jump in a mech suit in VR, that's pretty sweet.
That's pretty sick.
So, that could be pretty cool.
Imagine that on Vive, you jump in a mech suit, you're fucking... that'd be balling. I'd be down for that.
You would be wrecking shit. For sure.
Shooting fucking rocket launchers off your shoulder.
I just find it weird that, especially because Visceral was, with EA for so long. That 1 week they're, and then the next week
they buy somebody else.
Spend $151 million on, or more than that technically.
When they already basically owned them, they were like Respawn wasn't going to publish with anybody else. They published with EA twice already.
Yeah.
So I don't understand.
Yeah, but now EA can tell them exactly what to do.
True, because they buy them.
Because they own them.
Yeah. Like you're going to work on this right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
So, but yeah, in other gaming news, Call of Duty World War II is out. I don't know. This article from ours really, this particular individual did not like this game.
Yeah, he did not enjoy it.
Now, take a look at the article, make your own opinion of it.
I
got from this was, and I could be wrong, Steven, if I'm wrong, sorry, but based on kind of what the vibe I was getting from this, I don't know if maybe Steve was super familiar or super big fan of some of the older Call of Duty games, because he's right about a lot of things. They stripped out a lot of the kind of new features they put into a lot of the newer Call of Duty games. There's no suits running, jumping around. There's
That's
no
a good thing.
That's
a good thing.
Exactly. That's what I was saying. So, and I get what he's saying in that like they didn't replace it with anything. So it is a very kind of bare bones game in one sense.
I think that's what a shooter should be.
But exactly, I agree with that. So I mean, take that with a grain of salt. It is still a good article. It's well written. He does have some good points in here. So I'm going to go right down to the end here. Basically, his verdict was skip it. He didn't like it. There's lots of other reviews on it. I like this one because it's well written. He does have a lot of good points. I do honestly disagree. I need to play it to know for sure.
Yeah.
But the one thing that I did really like that even he mentioned in here was pretty sweet was, aside from not being able to board up windows, which kind of sucks, but aside from that, zombies is basically right back to World at War, like OG zombies, what it should be.
Yep.
Which almost, honestly, if this game goes on sale, that's almost enough reason for me to buy it right there.
If this is on PC and it
so
has
many
controller
hours playing
support,
zombies.
I'll probably buy it eventually.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure it has controller support.
Because like most games, I know Modern Warfare 3 didn't support controller because it was like super competitive. So I feel like on PC, they sort of, if it's very competitive, then they don't support controllers, which I find is really weird. Because like that's my choice. I want to get destroyed.
Yeah.
Like.
But speaking of getting destroyed.
Yeah.
This game will not destroy your rig.
Yeah, true.
Which is good.
Yep.
This is another OC 3D performance review. I'm not going to go over everything. You can go through the article if you want the details. I will quickly go over 1080p results because, like I always say, that's what the vast, vast majority of all of us use.
Pretty much.
So,
and it's looking good, obviously.
It's looking pretty good. So basically, if you have a RX 480 or a GTX 1060, you're pulling above 80 FPS average.
It looks like it takes a tank below that gen, though.
Yeah, and I bet you the reason for that is probably VRAM. I could be wrong.
That makes sense.
But I bet you it's probably VRAM.
Because it's almost cut in half going from a 1060 to a 960.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and I mean, granted, the 1060 is a lot faster than 960, but yeah, it shouldn't quite be that huge.
Also, keep in mind, this is completely maxed out at 1080p.
Yes.
So
that's what I was going to say. Like, this is everything maxed.
Like, I'm assuming anti-aliasing, like the full 9 yards.
Yeah,
so.
like I bet you if you turn textures down a notch and take off anti-aliasing, you're probably fine with the 960, honestly.
Yeah.
So
just
keep that in mind.
Exactly.
But even still, like, if you have a 1050 Ti, take off the anti-aliasing, you're fine.
Yep.
If you have pretty much anything with reasonable horsepower that has 4 gigs or 3 gigs of VRAM,
you're pretty much good.
Just take off anti-aliasing, you're probably fine.
Yep.
So, which is sweet. It's good to see again. And the game looks pretty decent from a lot of the screenshots I've seen.
Yeah, it looks great.
It's always nice to see a game come out that actually looks good and actually isn't a hog.
True.
Like doesn't demolish your system.
It's like Assassin's Creed right now.
Yeah, actually, I should have got an article for that. Damn it.
It got a little better, I think.
Yeah, there was a patch that came out, and it on anything with more than 4 cores, 8 threads, it helped a bit, not that much.
Yeah.
Anything with less than that, quad core, 4 thread, and 2 core, 4 thread.
Yep.
Huge difference.
Okay. Good.
Like 20-30%.
They needed that. They also said, I think they released a little bit of a little spiel, and they said that basically the cause of the CPU performance is not the DRM.
I was wrong about the DRM actually as well. It's not a new type of DRM. It's de novo plus some other. It's 2 types of DRM.
Okay. Because I was gonna say like de novo is still pretty beast.
Yeah, it's de novo plus something else. It's basically 2 DRMs stacked on top of each other.
I think it's already been cracked too, which is funny.
So. Yeah.
But yeah, because now that we've cracked de novo, it's like not really. It was a beast, and now it's not
for a little
really.
While, yeah.
So.
But yeah, I actually got an article for that. But there is a if you're running a lower end or lesser core or older CPU, there's actually a pretty decent performance increase to be had on Origins.
Yep.
Do your updates.
Mm-hmm.
You do them.
Yeah. If you want the performance, you're gonna have to update it, obviously.
Yeah.
So.
Which makes sense. I mean, it's the same thing. Update your video drivers.
Exactly.
So, But this is gonna be our last one for this week, and this is just like a feel good article, kind of.
Total sense. This makes total sense.
GTA 5
is
you wanna say it?
legit now the best-selling game of all time in the United States.
Yep.
Like it's selling the best.
More than StarCraft, more than World of Warcraft.
Yep.
More than apparently I guess maybe not most players, but I guess more copies than like Dota 2.
If you include mobile websites, the only 2 games that have beat it are Minecraft and Tetris. Tetris destroys everything.
Yeah.
If you ever look up numbers for Tetris, you're gonna boggle your mind because it's insane.
Yeah.
But like GTA 5 has sold, what was it? Yeah, they've 82 million units. Minecraft is 122 million. So like.
That one, I think you're looking at Wii Sports.
Oh, that's the Wii Sports. Oh, my bad.
Yeah, I think GTA 5 is 85.
Oh yeah, because yeah.
Yeah.
Now surpassed Wii Sports. My bad.
Yeah.
Where was it? 85 million?
Yeah.
Where am I missing that?
In the title.
I was looking for the actual part in.
Oh,
in
there.
here.
Okay.
Yeah. Has sold 85 million units, an increase of 5 million since the last figures were revealed in May.
And then the second in that paragraph.
Even more amazing when you consider GTA 5 was the first release on a previous generation consoles.
Yeah.
Like they first released on 360.
Oh, it ran so bad on 360. Oh my god.
I didn't even notice until I actually started playing it on
so
PC.
bad.
Now I can't go back. It's
no,
awful.
dude, I'm not even compared to PC. Like I'm talking like compared to like Xbox One and PS4.
Yeah.
Like even the PS3 version is, as much as it wasn't that good, was actually like decently, but like noticeably better.
The 360 one was
The
pretty
360 version of GTA 5, like seriously, do not play that game because I don't want you to get the wrong impression of GTA 5. Like, dude, I remember like there's buildings that aren't there. Like,
yeah, like you drive too fast and then everything disappears.
Like nothing can load fast enough. Or like in the beginning, like one of the first missions you do when you have to like go to, you like I don't know, I forget what you're doing, but you like
Steal a car?
I forget. Yeah, you like hop a fence and then you go down like this little alleyway and
jack
some
a
guys
car.
show up. Yeah. Okay, isn't there like a building missing or something? Like one of those buildings isn't even there. Like there's like a bunch of stuff that's just not.
I mean,
there.
it's been so long now since it came out in 2013 since I played it, but like,
trust me, it's rough.
I don't even remember.
It's
Literally, I do remember specifically like first of all things not looking that good.
Oh yeah.
But then also like you get in the first mission's cars, which were fast, and then you drive and things like cars don't even spawn, so you hit something that's invisible.
Yeah.
It's like great.
And one of the cool things about that though, well, not cool, but one of the things that's interesting about that is, so that's the low end of the scale. The higher end of the scale is you have GTA 5 with all the crazy mods and everything, on PC completely decked out, 4K, HSing, blah, blah, whatever, right?
Yep.
That's how far that game scales up. But think about how good that game looks, even without all the mods and stuff.
Yeah, true.
Right? If you max it all out. And that was still with them developing for that lowest common denominator. Mm-hmm. Can you imagine when,
they don't?
When GTA 6 comes out? Mm-hmm. And they're probably still going to be developing for PS4 and Xbox One.
But like,
still...
That's a huge jump from 360.
This game had to develop for 360 and it looks amazing. Yeah. So that's going to be insane.
It's going to be on another level, obviously.
Yeah.
Whether we're going to see GTA 6 in the next little while, probably not.
No.
They're doing well, obviously.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think they're developing it, and I'd say in the next 2 or 3 years, probably. We might see it.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy. Who knows what they're going to do?
They're going to release it.
Well, no, I mean, who knows where they're going to, setting.
Oh, yeah, true. Because, this is the second Los Santos.
Yep.
Vice City.
Dude. That's what I was going to say. I want to go back to Vice City. Let's do it.
That'd be a cool one. I'd be down for another one in Vice City.
Dude. Just not even GTA 6. GTA Vice City 2.
Like, GTA 4 was a good map. I didn't mind it. It was a decent map. I didn't feel as attached to the city, though. It's not like Los Santos. It's not like Vice City. You know? Yeah. Like, GTA 3 and GTA 4, I find, didn't do... Like, I wasn't as attached. Whereas, like, San Andreas, Vice City, and now 5 are, like,
dude, San Andreas
the
is
city.
Still...
That city, man.
San Andreas is still...
Like you know every corner. It's ridiculous.
Dude, Grove Street, man.
That's what I mean. Like I can still find it even in the new maps.
Yeah.
So it's funny. I like it.
But definitely be pretty stoked for GTA 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I guess that's really anything else you want to add to GTA 5?
Rockstar's doing pretty good. That's pretty much...
They're making bank. And I guess get stoked for Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah. Hell
yeah.
Come on, Rockstar, hurry up.
Yeah. Well, you know what?
Don't hurry. Make it good.
I was just going to say, you know what? As mad as everybody was, how many times you delayed GTA 5, and we were, when you released it,
it was perfect.
I've never seen in the last half decade, I don't think, a PC release that was that optimized, that bug free. It wasn't perfect, but mostly bug free.
For the most part, it really didn't have any issues.
Good job. That's what more people should do. I don't care if I have to wait another 3-4 months for the game. You're gonna lose sales if a game comes out and it's broken.
Yeah, exactly.
And
so you might as well just hold on to it.
Assassin's Creed Unity.
Yeah, that was the most.
Battlefield 4.
I think Unity is probably the most broken game we've seen.
Yeah, Unity was probably the worst.
Like Battlefield was bad, but like
Yeah.
Unity was Mass Effect was bad too.
Actually, you know what? Let's take. I'm gonna do this live.
Just get the one face where his eyes are there.
Yeah.
It's only the eyes.
Unity. It's gonna go
Face.
eye.
Yeah.
Or yeah. No, not Eyes of the King. I don't know what that is.
That's probably their DLC.
Well, see the face. Yeah, that's the one.
There it is.
That's
You
the
just
one.
type face and it's the first thing that comes
Yeah.
up.
Okay, there you go.
Optimized. So good.
Best game ever.
Its mouth and eyes spawn, but nothing else. Oh my god.
Best game ever. All right, and
Wow.
with that, I'll leave you with this horrifying picture.
Yep.
But yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for watching. Like the video if you liked it. Share it. We'll be back here next week. Same time, same place.
Mm-hmm.
See you then.
Have a good one, guys.